Emily in Paris?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone do you like Emily in Paris?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen only 1 or 2 episodes, so I don't actually really know much about it, but it's really, 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 really popular.
Yes.
So we're going to be seeing some of the sites that you can see in the series, the series of Emily in Paris. And so basically, Paris is, and there's a U, so you really have to. So the U, so basically it's when there's a U that's all by itself. So if you ever see something that's spelled just with a U, like lumière, so you pronounce it like this, U. So you purse your lips. We have lights. Does anyone know why? It's not what you're thinking. It's not because the lights are beautiful at Christmas. It has nothing to do with lights. It has nothing to do with lights. Does anybody know? This is a trivia. You can use this, store this somewhere in your minds, and bring it out at cocktail parties to really impress people. Lumière is the...
It's the first city that ever had electric lights.
Electric lights? No, it has nothing to do with lights. It has to do with no, not with cinema. There's an S that you don't pronounce. When you link it together, you pronounce it. So instead of Champs-Élysées, we say, yes, Champs-Élysées.
Champs-Élysées.
Repeat after me. Champs-Élysées.
Élysées.
Champs-Élysées.
Champs-Élysées.
Yeah, goodness. And there's a song about this as well. Does anybody know the song? You heard it. Okay, so we're gonna sing it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Champs-Élysées.
I don't know it.
Oh, Champs-Élysées. I don't know the rest of the words. All of his military victories. So this is why he built it here. Now, has anyone ever been to Rome? Okay. So those of you who have been to Rome, you might have seen there are arches there in Rome as well. This one was a copy of the Roman arches because the Romans used to build arches for military victories. Now, Napoleon, does anybody know, was Napoleon, what kind of title did he have? Was he a prince, a duke, a king, a general? But what was his title? Was he the king of France? Does anybody know? No. What was he?
General.
He was a general, but that wasn't his title. He was the eight of the fields of Élysée. Does anyone know who lives in this palace at the moment? Who lives in the Palais de l'Élysée? Anybody? Has anyone heard of Macron? The president. The president, Macron. He's not very popular, and they nickname him Macaron. So he lives at the Palais de l'Élysée. So that's kind of what happened in the French Revolution. First of all, the date of the French Revolution, what was the year? 789. Good. 1789. Everybody all together. I didn't hear. I want everybody to participate. What was the date of the French Revolution?
1789.
Good. Louder again.
1789.
Yay! Woo! Okay. So yeah. So basically, what happened in the French Revolution starting in 1789? Does anyone know? Just the main kind of gory thing. They just beheaded people, and that's where they put the guillotine. And so that's where Marie-Antoinette was beheaded. De l'Élysée, the palace that gave this whole area its name. So this is where Macron lives, and right beside the Palais de l'Élysée is the American embassy. So the French president, the American embassy, the American, they're neighbors, they're best friends. And so I'm not sure if you can see it through the trees here though, but the American flag, yeah, it's just, so there's the French flag, no, yeah, so it's back that way. So you can't see it so well through the trees, but anyway, it's behind this little pagoda here in the middle. So here we have Place de la Concorde, Concord Square. And once again, this is where the guillotine was put.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Macron, yeah, with his wife, yeah. Macron lives in the Palais de l'Élysée. So here, this, you can see the French flag. This is a hotel. Just across from the hotel, so just to the left of the hotel is the American Embassy. And then to the left of the American Embassy is the Palace of the Élysée. This is the famous hotel, the Hotel de Crillon. This is where Michael Jackson dangled his baby out the balcony.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, baby from the balcony, but he did. And so the Hotel Crillon will forever be remembered for this. No, the Hotel Crillon, so it's not the whole structure, it's just the left. It's the left half. And on the right half of the building is a hotel. Sorry, it's called Hôtel de la Marine. It's not a hotel, it's actually a museum. And in certain places, the tunnel goes underneath so that they don't get blocked by the traffic on ground level. So here we are back at the Place de la Concorde. And we're actually going to drive right past the Louvre. So here it is right here. The Concorde, the Tuileries Gardens. Here's a nice close look at the Seine. Not the cleanest. Would anyone be willing to swim in that?
Absolutely not.
It doesn't look so clean. It depends on how dedicated you are to your sport. So they had electricity. So the electrical fixtures are mostly, a lot of them are original. They had electricity, they had moving conveyor belts. It was a luxury train station. And then they transformed it into a museum.
This is the start of
Very long. This was a palace, this was the King's Royal Palace, and it took them 300 years to build. They started in the 1500s, the 1560s, and each king kept on passing away without having finished it, and so the next king was like, I will be the one to finish, and then he died, and then the next one, I will be the one to finish.
Louder than this, so I'm gonna have to ask you to all please come in as closely as you can. This is as loud as my voice will go. So there is Notre Cathedral, which is from anyone know which year or which period? Anyone know if I tell you, is it ancient? Is it medieval? Or is it modern? Which would you say? Medieval, exactly. It's medieval. It's a Gothic, and it's a type of art. It's a type of art from a specific period, which was invented in Paris. Gothic art was invented in Paris. Now you may not have known this, and not everyone speaks about it because there's Gothic art everywhere, all over Europe, but it started here. This was not the first Gothic cathedral. The first Gothic cathedral was over there. It's called Saint-Denis. It's in a totally different suburb now. But this was the fourth. This was the world's fourth Gothic cathedral from the year 1100.
Of the buildings. And if you look at the left bank, this is kind of the spirit of the left bank. Every single building is different. There are some that are taller, some that are shorter. They're different colors, they're different styles from different periods. It's very eclectic. It's all mixed. And this is the spirit of the left bank. The spirit of the right bank is very different. The spirit of the right bank is more like the Champs-Élysées. So big, fancy, elegant, majestic. And the left bank is more intellectual, it's more bohemian, it's more quaint, and a little bit more charming. So that's the difference between these two banks, these two sides of the city. So here on the left we've got Saint Michel, which is, there's a statue there at the back of Saint Michael the Archangel. That's why we call this Saint Michel. And then there's a really pretty view. If you look just ahead, you can see the Louvre at the back there. And then in the river, you can see there's a bridge. The old bridge, the oldest bridge in the city. Le pont le plus, of course in French so it sounds fancier, le pont le plus vieux. Okay, hands up. I'm going to give you two options. You can vote. So here we are coming up to this bridge. Okay, you can vote. Who thinks it's called the old bridge? Who thinks it's called the new bridge? Who's not sure and doesn't want to risk taking a decision?
think it's the new bridge.
It's called the new bridge, the Pont Neuf, because when they built it, it was new, and it just kept the name for the next 400 years. So it's still called the new bridge, even though it is currently the oldest bridge in the city.
That's too funny.
Le Pont Neuf.
Oh, that's nice. Bonjour,
No, the locks. The bridge where they put the locks is Pont des Arts. It's across from the Louvre. It's a little bit further. But we're coming up to it, actually. So there we have the Pont Neuf going towards the Samaritaine, one of the first department stores. So let's read the locks. There are no locks anymore. It's been over for how many? I can't remember when they took the locks off for the last time.
Been a few years.
And they took them off because it was making the bridge sag. So the bridge is really old, and the weight of the locks was making it sag. And the French are very proud of their heritage, and they really take really good care of it. So if anything ever puts anything in danger, they stop it immediately. Here it is, right here, Le Pont des Arts. So that's where they used to put the locks on. So it means the Bridge of the Arts. And so they used to put the locks on there, but then the mayor said, no, it's sagging, take the locks off. They cut them all off, and then they put glass walls on the bridge now, so now it's no longer possible. But if anyone is a fan of Sex and the City...
Honey, he was probably like, no. That part. Are at the Eiffel Tower, right up underneath it. Whoa. Oh, it's windy, y'all. Sorry. It's a beautiful view, though. Look at that view. Look at it sparkling right outside our hotel. I love it. In Paris.